Hey Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. I'm here with a timeless reading for Scorpio placements. So welcome in, and let's see what messages are available to you at this time. Adventures. Okay, so before tapping in, I got new beginnings for Scorpio. I got the image of the Fool card, and I got the message ready or not. Okay, something about ready or not. You could be pulled into a leadership role at this time, or responsibilities happen to fall on your lap. We'll get more, but I really like this Adventures card, because this is going to really pull Scorpios out of stagnation, out of feeling like they're in a rut or some sort of slumber. Okay, adventures. I see more vivid colors, dreams, things coming to life. Maybe some seeds you have planted, literally or figuratively, are starting to bloom. You're starting to witness the miracles of, growth of life itself, the circle of life I'm getting. This could be in relation to your dreams as well. You've planted some seeds and have taken deliberate, intentional action to support the growth of those seeds, of those intentions, of those dreams. And I see just like this wildlife, this wild blossoming all around you. I'm seeing wildflowers and like an insane amount of growth. But it's not because, it's not happening by chance or, happenstance. This is happening because you have watered these seeds. You have blessed it with your positive spoken word and your positive belief and expectation that something will come to life. Something will bloom. Something will happen here. The imageries that are coming to my mind are so beautiful. I wish I could share them with you. But just like these wildflowers and growth and vegetation, similar to this image. So beautiful. So pure is what I'm getting as well. There's something that you're doing that is so pure because it's so in alignment with who you are. So there's going to be this inevitable growth. Okay, let's keep going for Scorpio here. And I don't know why it came out like that. Because you are in alignment, there will be this inevitable growth. That's not always the case for everybody, but it's coming through for your reading for some reason. Now you have wisdom and you have wonders. Now I remember seeing that leadership card with the polar bear, very wise spirit guide. Now you have the wisdom. You have the deep blue sea here with that wisdom card. There's something ancient to your knowledge or your awareness, or you're applying ancient knowledge to your everyday life, bringing some life to this world we live in, which is very much 2D, with the most of us being on our phones so much out of the day. I feel like you're bringing more life to your life, if that makes sense. More color, more vividness, more truth, more meaning. Applying ancient techniques, practices. We all hear that meditation, yoga, exercise, these are good for the body, mind, and soul and spirit. But do we actually practice? Do we actually walk the talk? Some of you are tapping into ancient knowledge as well via scriptures and applying it, and it's working wonders, like literally. Truth at the bottom of the deck. Not shying away from your truth, not shying away with things that resonate, people who just feel like sunshine. Okay, no longer, I'm getting putting yourself in situations that are intolerable or are uncomfortable because you feel like you have to, or you're obliged, or it's some sort of responsibility. I feel like you're headed towards more adventure, more spirit, like, if this makes sense. Okay, we're gonna get more on this. I'm gonna get the words, don't worry. Let's see. More for Scorpio. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new, and then you have pregnancy that came out with it. So for some of you, this is in the cards for you. If you were ever wondering if one day you'd be pregnant, I definitely see it being in the cards for you. For others of you where you don't feel that's an option or don't want it to be an option, well, pregnancy to me coming through is also you entering the era of your life where you are in your creation mode with a capital C. You are allowing the spirit of life, of God, of whatever you want to call it, to flow through you to create wonder, wisdom, maybe sharing that wisdom, enlightening others, bringing beauty and joy to other people through your work. Now, I like the goodbye to the old, hello to the new. It says you finish one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. Some of you feel like you may be too old to start again or too old to experience wonder and magic and beauty and share your wisdom. Although they say we get wiser with age, some of you feel like you haven't accomplished that much yet. Welcome to this new era, Scorpio. Welcome it in, because I see a brand new start, a new lease on life, where not only are you in the driver's seat, but you are also inviting Spirit, God in, however you want to call it, okay, to be a part of the experience. This is what is bringing more wisdom and wonder and adventures in, because you're flowing through life and you're a direct channel to something much larger than yourself. You're connecting to maybe a higher self, your higher spirit, connecting to that and just being a witness and a participant of the wonder that you can create. And almost being astonished, like, wow, I did that. I really did that. I really gave birth to this idea, right? I do remember talking about seeds being planted. You're entering this era of actually witnessing the birth or the growth. It's harvest season for Scorpio. Wow. And for other Scorpios, this is quite literally, you are entering into motherhood, fatherhood. You will be expecting. And this is a part of your next journey and phase. And it's going to take you to places you've never been, even within yourself. It's going to expand you. It's going to stretch you in a way you never thought you could be stretched. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, even physically. Let's get more for Scorpio. Business venture. I love that validation, because I can hear some resistance from some Scorpios, like, pregnancy is not in the cards for me. I'm about to click off. Well, hopefully you don't. because you got some amazing business venture coming up. I love how it's tying in with adventures. Business venture, trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. This is the follow through. You've planted the seeds, you visualized, you did all the things, and now this is the watering, this is the cultivating, the taking care of, the caretaking of your dreams, not leaving it to chance anymore, but taking care of it through showing up, giving it love, giving it the attention, the care it needs. Okay. And I see something being very lucrative for Scorpio. You've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. Some of you are working through expressing your individuality more, like not trying to be like everybody else because you think that's the only way to success or your success. You're sort of a pathfinder and finding your own way. It has been maybe sticky, messy, unpredictable so far, but this is the way for you. This is the way for Scorpio to truly thrive when they're doing it their way. And when I say they, I mean you, Scorpio. And I see this so beautifully with my own son. He's got this pure instinct, this motivation to do what he wants to do. You know, Scorpio cannot be contained or caged. You've got to do things your own way. You're your own pathfinder. You're a visionary. Okay. We'll get more on this. I'm going to just keep pulling cards and flowing and see what comes through. I've also been touching up on love. So if you're interested in your love message, stay tuned. One thing here, just look at the lushness going on in these cards. There's just this energy of, wow, like I really did this. I hear Scorpio saying, or you will be saying, like, I did this. I literally created this life of my dreams. I literally created this life that is flourishing, that is prospering, where I can now even give back. There's no greater feeling than having so much that you can actually give to people. You're entering this era of prosperity, abundance, creativity, like having the ideas to inject into your business venture where it's going to earn you in ways beyond your wildest imaginations. Let's get more for Scorpio. I'm so happy for you. Sexuality came through. Love at the bottom of the deck. Okay, very interesting. Very fitting for Scorpio. Your sexuality is just as important as any other aspect of your being. It's so important, in fact, that no one but two chakras manage and maintain your sexual energy. Loving sexual contact is vital for your emotional, physical, and energetic well-being. It can be one of the greatest pleasures and joys of being incarnated in a human body. You are being asked to look at your desires, beliefs, or wounds around your sexual needs. If you are feeling inadequate, unwanted, or unattractive, then it is time to begin a regime of self-love. It is time to restore any low self-worth and negative programming you have about your physical body. We are often much harder on ourselves than our partner would ever be. Your negative thoughts or self-image could be holding you back from experiencing the deeper emotional aspects of intimate love. This card can also be indicative of neglecting your intimate and sexual connection with your partner. Perhaps this is the opportunity to resurrect the feelings of desire and sexual attraction that you once shared. It can also be letting you know that it is important to make your intimate life a priority. Feeling sexual and playful is invigorating, no matter your age. So put on your sexy and wear it proudly. Have fun with it and enjoy it. Flirt a little. Smile at someone you're attracted to. Dress up in something that makes you feel attractive. Put your energy out there. Enjoy the gift of innocent sexual playfulness. Sexual energy is a powerful expression of our creative force. You may find that by allowing your sexual energy to flow, your creative energy will too. By embracing every aspect of being human, we discover the truth of our own divinity. That's interesting coming in here with love being at the bottom of the deck. So there's something about sacred sexuality that is coming through. What does that mean to you when you hear that? It's coming through like that, sacred sexuality. Like not giving it away to just, the first person interested maybe, unless, you're really into it. But it's like having the self-love as well to know where to invest your sexuality, how to do it. Okay, I'm also getting the sexual energy as in alignment with the pregnancy and obviously the adventures. This is what's creating or cultivating this creativity flowing through your veins. It's like a pulse as well. Strong, fertile energy, okay, is how I see this playing out. This card didn't come out to say just, sleep with everybody. There's something sacred to your sexuality, the way you do it. This could also be a time where you are a strong magnet for people who desire you, who really want to be with you. You will notice that. They will tell you explicitly. For some, that could be triggering. So a little trigger warning, because we don't always, want to simply be desired or lusted after for sex. That can be hard. I get it. This could be a time where maybe there is, somebody DMing you inappropriate pictures. Okay. How to combat that? Well, with love, self-love first. Someone could be very, I'm getting just horny for you, and doesn't mean you need to reciprocate if that's not what you're wanting at this time. Something about self-love coming in as a reminder of your power to say yes, your power to say no. Just because someone or multiple people desire you, do you desire them? Do you even want to be with them, or are you being sort of pressured? Because there's nothing worse than sexual pressure. Okay, so I don't know why this reading is going there, but it is for some reason. Someone is either going through this, being pressured. Okay, let me get a little bit on this love, because Scorpio's sexuality is very important. So I don't want to negate that, but sometimes this can be channeled into the most beautiful ways. Okay, through self-expression, through creativity, through ideas. Your love is what this world needs, and this world has much love to give you in return if you will allow it to. Time to lower your defenses and move on from the hurts of the past. It's time to open your tender heart to the world again. Your love holds the potential to heal not only yourself, but the people of this world in a very big way. Because you have drawn this card, you may find new love coming into your life. This could be in the form of intimate relationships, but it usually points to mutually supportive friendships. Whichever it is, you will start to see the world supporting you in loving encouragement. Remember, it is those with the biggest hearts who often wound the deepest. However, they are also the ones who can heal the world through the bounty and magnitude of love they hold within. What a message. Let's open up this reading. Three of Cups. This is a time of collaboration, coming together with maybe like-minded individuals, friendships, people who are in support of you, people who are cheering for your wins, for your successes, and you do the same for others. I'm also getting bonds. Okay, beautiful bonds being made at this time or coming up very soon. A time of celebration. There could be birthdays, there could be milestones, personal victories coming up, something to celebrate. Okay. What else for Scorpio here? We have 10 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So that's you there, Scorpio, with the King of Cups. Okay. And then you got this 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you have brought, or you will be bringing, so much to the table moving forward, not only in terms of monetary goods and that kind of thing, but also wisdom. It's like I'm hearing wisdom of the ages. You have so much to offer in terms of emotional, intellectual wisdom, guidance for others. Okay, you could be a source or a beacon of light, or maybe light is not even all that encompasses what this is. Some people seek you to tap into some of the darker, deeper parts of themselves so that they can finally be healed or released or understood or seen. I feel like, Scorpio, you see people for who they are. You have that innate gift. Some of you are healers. Some of you are readers, and you read people and you do it well. You get to the bottom. Now I'm seeing this beautiful Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I do see love coming up on the horizon for you. Something very innocent as well. Page of Pentacles, very innocent, very pure, very magical. You may have not had a love like this ever in your life. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Let's get more. What love messages do you have for Scorpio? I feel love. We're segueing into love a little bit here. What love messages do you have for Scorpio? Wow, Queen of Wands. The bond, or whatever this is going to be very fiery, very dynamic, but also very innocent and pure, as we picked up on with that Page of Pentacles. But the fire, the sexuality runs deep. It could be like this is the first person that you'd want to open up to intimately. in a very, very, very long time. For some of you, it's been years. You haven't felt comfortable to have a bond or be intimate with anybody. So this is a surprise to yourself. Like, wow, someone's invoking these feelings in me. But yet there's this purity and there's this innocence. We have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Anything else we can pick up on in Scorpio's love life? Four of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, you've been waiting and you have not been, for some of you, you haven't been with anyone for a long time, and that's like intimately or emotionally or connected. Okay, Four of Pentacles, you've held back for the right sort of person, like the person you feel would be right for you. Okay, you've done a very good job recently at discernment. You haven't abandoned yourself. Okay, you've said no to a lot of options. This, yeah, Seven of Wands, you've said no to a lot of options because it just wasn't right. You could feel it intuitively. It just wasn't it. Something comes up within the next couple of months, but I'd say even sooner, where it may feel like a yes to you. Finally, a yes energy from Scorpio. And this will make someone very happy because you're hard to get. But more than that, you just look at your energy. It's sacred. It's powerful. You're entering this season of thriving, of prospering, living your creativity, however that looks like to you, living on your terms. Who wouldn't want to be with you? Seriously. And the options are getting better and better. The options, okay? Wow. More on love before we get back into a general reading for Scorpio. More on love. Eternal flame. Look how resonant that is with the energy here. The Queen of Wands, picking up also on the rainbow energy. Some of you Scorpios are, maybe even non-traditional when it comes to your sexual preferences. Maybe you're accepting that in yourself. Others of you Scorpios are very much traditional. We see that with the Two of Cups, but we see this magical spark. Like finally something feels good, or it gives you butterflies, or it makes you feel something. Finally an option that makes sense to you, but it also feels good. Okay, eternal flame. I feel like there wasn't many options or anybody that made you turn your head, made you desire them. Okay, there's a sexuality here that has been dormant because nobody has really amplified that feeling in you. Okay, but you got the eternal flame card, and it says, an eternal flame glows with you. It is the flame of your eternal truth. You are being encouraged to live your truth. Don't let yourself be swayed by popular beliefs if those beliefs don't resonate with you or are contrary to your own. The universe is testing your faith in yourself. Will you hold your ground or give in? consider that the right path for another may not necessarily be the right path for you. And the right path for you may not be right for another. Stand firm and you will feel empowered and also liberated. Some of you have pressure from family or even friends to get married quick or have, grow a family, which we see that as an option, as a potential, not to negate it. But I feel like you're tired of familial pressures, 10 of Pentacles at sometimes, like you are who you are. You've experienced what you've experienced. I am getting a little bit of a non-traditional energy coming through. Maybe love is different for you. One other thing that's standing out here is the Four of Pentacles is still in the energy. So it's like you want to make sure that whatever the options are, whatever's coming up your way, is this feeling of passion, of and innocence. It's like both. It's kind of strange to describe. Usually you wouldn't have innocent and passion in one sentence, but here it is. There's something wholesome about it, and then yet something very magnetic, and there's a pull, and it is intense and beautiful. So it's definitely not a boring option. I'll just put it that way with the Four of Pentacles. So if you have some boring options in your life, that's not it. Wait a little longer, because this is coming right up. Two of Cups. Okay, this is far from boring. Let's open this up just a little more before we segue. Meditation is coming through. So your sacred practices right now are almost non-negotiable. They're not a luxury. Your sacred practices, the things you do in the day that you know are good for the mind, body, and spirit, you are meant to do those, because not only does it help in feeling good as a Scorpio, as a person, as a human being, as a spiritual being, but it also impacts life. It impacts your view on it. It impacts how life is reflected back at you. It impacts business, and it impacts love. So whether it's meditation or quietude or visualization or journaling or everything, all of the above, keep doing the practices that work for you. Don't abandon the practices that have gotten you up to a certain point. Sometimes we do all the things. We reach a level of success, and then we abandon the practices, the things that we were doing that got us up to that point. This is a reminder not to do that. So if you find yourself in a relationship anytime soon, feel all the feels, allow yourself to be immersed into this world of wonder and love and sexuality. You do have the Wonder card, and it's pretty big, okay, this intensity. Don't abandon yourself in that process, okay? Maybe abandon yourself a little bit, but then get right back on track to do all the things that even brought you here in this first place. Because I see love and I see business ventures coming up. simultaneously. They almost go hand in hand. As your business takes off and becomes prosperous, this beautiful connection finds you. So whatever you've been doing to get here, keep doing it. What else for Scorpio at this time? I'm hearing you're the real thing. Okay, I don't know if somebody's going to be telling you that or you feel that way. You got the water card. Very fitting. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that is revealed after. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the law of time and life, thus acquiring limitations. The invitation. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust. You can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Go with it. The medicine. It is time for cleansing unwanted energy and sticky feelings. Consider this. What water does to the flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of the timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. Now is also a time that is pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung talked about the maternal womb-like significance of water as a universal symbol. Water represents the potentiality of existence. It precedes and sustains every creation. Emergence from it is manifestation. Immersion in it is dissolution of form. Because of this, it symbolizes regeneration. Make way for the process. You can expect it to be messy, but worth it. Okay, there's something about water. Okay, and how that water is your medicine to also cultivating your dream. Just think about it. If you have a passion, not only are you to plant the seeds, but you are to water those seeds. You are to give it the love, the care it needs. That includes yourself. That includes your practices that make you feel good, that sustain you, filling up your own cup, not abandoning yourself, not always giving to other people's needs or demands or requests, especially if you have a big family. Okay, that could be a beautiful but also a burden when you feel like you are obliged and are spread so thin. So filling up your own cup and watering you and your endeavors with the time and the energy it needs, the care it needs, is crucial at this time. Okay. Also something about the cups, 2 of Cups. I love how she's giving her cup to him and he's giving his cup to her. Sharing cups, sharing emotions, allowing your cup to be fulfilled. I said fulfilled, but I meant filled. Okay, but ultimately that means fulfillment. Allowing another to take care of you just as much as you take care of them is the love message. It's got to be reciprocal. Okay, you're entering this phase as well. You're entering a lot of phases. You know, it starts with this card here, so keep that in mind. You're entering this phase of reciprocal energy. It's not just that person desiring you and you questioning, is it worth my time? Or being pressured into something. This is because you want it just as much as the other person wants you and something with you, something more. Okay, there's more to this. It's not just, there's love here too. And there's filling each other's cup. That I think is so beautiful and not talked a lot about, especially in tarot. We're so, you know, it's like condemned if you talk about love in readings. But how beautiful this would be. Two people giving equally, if that's a thing, you know. Not just taking, it's not one-sided is what I'm trying to get at. And that's connected to the water. And this is coming through. Why? Because in order for you to be able to even give to another, to pour into someone, to give them that beautiful. So I did like a whole almost 15 minutes adding to this reading, just touching upon this love energy and filling up your own cup. But for whatever reason, the camera stopped recording. So I'll just trust that it wasn't meant to be. But some really good stuff came out. I wish I could repeat it or reiterate it. But maybe this reading was sufficient and you get it. You get that in order to fill somebody else's cup or to offer a cup to somebody, your cup has to be filled. And what came through was mostly about family and friends. So maybe that was a message somebody didn't want you to hear. Maybe some family member or maybe multiple family members are just so used to you giving all your time to them, being at their beck and call. This part of your new journey involves more time with self, okay, so that you can refresh, regenerate, okay, in order to come back and be able to give, okay. You may not be able to go to every Sunday lunch or dinner. Doesn't mean you don't love them. But there's something here where it's like you need to be able to fill your cup in order to be able to do all the things you want to do and achieve and create. So I'll leave it on that note. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you. If you want to book a reading with me, you can always do so on my website. The link is in the description box. Until next time, take care.